Hi guys, and welcome back to the Coffee Minute. So yesterday was the tax filing deadline for non-provisional taxpayers, and if you didn't submit your income tax return, I'm talking to you today. First of all, what is a non-provisional taxpayer, you may ask? A non-provisional taxpayer is somebody who derives their income from a salary only. So no matter how many employers you have, if all you have is just salary income, then you are a non-provisional taxpayer. The opposite of that is a provisional taxpayer. That is somebody who has other income, either solely or in addition to the salary income. So an example would be somebody who has a rental property and they've got rental income which they need to declare in addition to their salary income. That person would be a provisional taxpayer. Another example would be a company. A company does not have an employer, so a company automatically becomes a provisional taxpayer. So provisional taxpayers have a different deadline. Their deadline is the 31st of January next year, so 2022. But if you are a non-provisional taxpayer and you did not submit your tax return before the deadline of yesterday, the 2nd of December, you may have admin penalties. I told you guys, this tax thing is real and it's serious. So admin penalties is basically a penalty that is levied on your profile or on your tax account for not submitting your taxes within the required deadline. They range from 250 Rand to 16,000 Rand, lots of money, and they are levied every month that your return is outstanding. So say, for example, you missed the deadline and you only get around to submitting your tax return in April next year. So there'd be an admin penalty for December, January, February, and April when you eventually submit. But there is some good news. SARS will only start levying an admin penalty if you miss 2 or more returns. So if 2021 is your only return that you've missed, use this opportunity to file it and avoid being in a situation where you miss 2 or more returns and then you have admin penalties being levied. And then what happens is that SARS will levy this admin penalty every single month for 35 months. And on the 36th month, if you still now ignoring SARS, because during this time SARS would obviously be calling you and sending you messages which you will ignore, hoping it'll go away by itself. It does not. Tax does not go away by itself. SARS will then, on the 36th month, start garnishing your income. So SARS will go to your bank, SARS will go to your employer and say, listen, this person owes me X amount, and then please redirect this much every month until my debt is settled. And this they will do without your approval, and your employer, if they approach your employer, cannot refuse SARS. The best thing that your employer can do is perhaps tell you that, listen, your salary is going to be garnished because SARS approached me and I have to do it. Like, your employer is not obliged to do it, but if you've got a nice employer, they might just tell you, but they're not obliged to tell you. They just garnish and you see your money gone. When you check your payslip, in addition to the ordinary pay as you earn, you will see that garnish order, and it's not cute, Bandasi. So what do you do if you find yourself in this situation? First of all, submit your income tax returns as soon as humanly possible. Submit it so that the levies can stop, or rather the admin penalties can stop. Because remember, for as long as your tax return is outstanding, SARS will administer that penalty. So the first thing you need to do is submit the outstanding returns so that the penalty can stop. And then what you can do is you can write to SARS and request for the remission of those returns. So you write to SARS, you tell them your whole story, why you missed all your tax returns, and you ask them, can they please waive the penalties because you've now submitted the returns. And SARS would then exercise their discretion to either allow you the waiver or not allow you the waiver or partially allow it. But that's all at SARS's discretion. So moral of the story, 1, submit within the deadline. If you miss the deadline, make sure you miss only 1 return If it's 2 or more, admin penalties will apply. And if you're in a situation where you've missed 2 or more returns and you've got admin penalties, submit the outstanding returns as soon as possible, and then take that chance, write to SARS to request for the waiver, and SARS will then exercise their discretion depending on how they feel. Unfortunately, guys, it's like that. So that is all from me today. I will see you next week where we cover another beautiful tax topic. Then I go for guys. I know it's hot. I also don't have a cup of coffee today because it's blazing. But yeah. Ciao.